Before the world falls silent, before the darkness surrounds you, there is a sacred moment, your moment, a moment that holds more power than you can imagine. It's not just another end to another day. It's an opportunity, a key that unlocks the doors of your future. Tonight and every night from now on, I challenge you to do one thing. Plant the seeds of your success in your mind before you sleep. Because your mind does not rest when you do, it keeps working. And what you give it before you close your eyes becomes the blueprint for your tomorrow. You see, success doesn't begin in the morning, it begins the night before. When the world quiets down, when there are no more distractions, that's when the inner world comes alive. That's when your subconscious mind becomes most receptive. So, what should you do? Feed your mind deliberately. Speak your vision aloud. Say your goals. See them clearly. Feel them as if they were already yours, not someday, not in the distant future. Now, say, I am confident. I am focused. I'm becoming all that I was created to be. Success is already mine. I just have to claim it. You must impress upon your mind the life you want to live because your subconscious mind, the silent worker, doesn't know the difference between what's real and what's imagined, but it will work night and day to bring into reality what it is consistently told. Napoleon Hill said, "Whatever the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve. But belief is not built in a single moment. It's built daily. It's built nightly, through repetition, through conviction, through speaking life over your dreams when no one else is watching." Every night, review your definite chief aim, not casually, emotionally. Attach feeling to it, attach urgency, and then visualize. Visualize with intensity. See yourself already achieving what you desire. Feel the success, smell it, touch it, then say thank you. Gratitude is the magnet of miracles. Be thankful not just for what you have, but for what is coming. This is how you rewire your brain for success. This is how you train your faith to be greater than your fear, to be greater than your fear, peacefully, confidently, knowing that while your body rests, your mind is at work, attracting ideas, aligning opportunities, and guiding your actions for the next day. You want to change your life? Don't wait for the morning. Start tonight. Because the person who wins is the person who is intentional when no one's watching. So tonight, when the lights go out, light up your mind. Think like a winner, dream like a champion, and believe like your future depends on it. Because it does. Success begins in the silence of the night, not in the chaos of the day. When the noise of the world fades, when the distractions are gone and the outside world grows quiet, that is when your inner world speaks the loudest. In those moments before sleep, your mind is wide open. The conscious mind starts to relax, and the subconscious begins its real work. This is the most powerful window of your day, the one most people waste by scrolling, complaining, or overthinking. But not you. You are here to take control of that silence. You are here to train your mind to succeed. Because whatever you feed your thoughts before sleep becomes the soil from which tomorrow's actions grow. Napoleon Hill taught that the mind, especially the subconscious, is always at work. It never stops, and it responds to repetition, belief, and emotion. So imagine the power you hold when you deliberately choose what to think about in the final minutes of your day. If you go to bed thinking about failure, regret, or fear, you carry that energy into your dreams. You wake up drained, uncertain, or anxious. But when you end the day focused on vision, faith, and purpose, your mind continues to build on those ideas while you rest. That's not magic. That's mental conditioning. You are literally programming your future through your nightly thoughts. In the silence of the night, speak your vision. Close your eyes and see your goals already achieved. Feel the joy, the confidence, the power of living your dream life. Tell yourself, I am on the right path. I am getting better every day. I am aligned with my purpose. These are not just words. They are instructions. They go deep into the subconscious, which will begin to find ways to make them real. The reason most people don't succeed is not lack of talent. It's lack of inner clarity. And clarity is built in stillness, not noise. That's why the night is your greatest ally. That's why it matters what you think, say, and feel in those final moments before sleep. Success is not a result of luck. It is a result of preparation. And the best preparation happens when no one is watching, when the world sleeps and your soul is awake. So choose to make every night your personal workshop. Reflect, realign, and reaffirm your purpose. Don't carry worry into tomorrow. Carry intention. Train your subconscious to expect victory. Over time, those silent moments will shape the loudest results. Success doesn't come from what you do once. It comes from what you do repeatedly. So do this every night, in the quiet, in the dark, in the stillness. That's where greatness begins. Speak your vision into existence, not just once, not just when you're feeling good. Every day, especially when you're tired, uncertain, or afraid. Because words have power, and the words you speak about yourself, your future, your dreams are building your reality. Whether you realize it or not, you are always programming your mind. The question is, are you programming it for success or for limitation? Napoleon Hill taught that thoughts become things, but thoughts are only the beginning. When a thought is spoken with belief and emotion, it becomes a declaration to the universe and, more importantly, to your subconscious mind. The subconscious doesn't respond to casual wishing. It responds to consistent commands. What you say out loud with conviction begins to take root deep within. That's why the words you speak shape the life you live. Most people speak defeat and wonder why they never win. They say things like, I'm not good enough. I can't do that. Nothing ever works out for me. They don't understand that these are not harmless phrases. They are instructions to the mind. The subconscious takes them as truth and begins creating a life that reflects them. You cannot expect abundance while speaking limitation. You cannot expect greatness while declaring doubt. If you want to change your life, you must first change your language. Speak power, speak growth, speak success. Say it before you see it. That's the secret. Declare your goals as if they're already real. Say, I am disciplined. I am focused. I am building my dream life. Even if your current reality doesn't match your words, keep speaking, because repetition builds belief, and belief fuels transformation. Speaking your vision out loud gives it energy. It brings clarity and commitment. The more you say it, the more real it becomes in your mind. And once it becomes real in your mind, it will begin to shape your actions, your decisions, your habits. That's when life starts to shift, not from the outside in, but from the inside out. Your vision must be more than an idea. It must be a declaration. Every night before you sleep, speak it. Every morning when you wake up, speak it. When doubt creeps in, speak louder. When fear shows up, speak stronger. You don't need the world's permission to dream big. You need your own permission to believe it's possible. And that belief is built through words. The tongue is a tool. Use it to build, not destroy. Use it to inspire, not limit. Speak as if your future is listening, because it is. There's power in your voice, power to create, power to command, power to direct the course of your life. Speak your vision into existence again and again, until your reality has no choice but to rise and meet it. Visualize with intensity, because the pictures you hold in your mind become the patterns your life follows. Everything you create in the physical world begins in the invisible world of thought. Napoleon Hill believed that imagination is the workshop of the mind, where plans are formed, dreams are designed, and success is first built. But it's not enough to simply think about your goals. You must see them vividly. You must live them in your mind before they ever show up in your hands. Visualization is not daydreaming. It is not fantasy. It is mental rehearsal. Just like an athlete visualizes the perfect shot, the perfect race, or the perfect move before the moment happens, you must see your success clearly before you walk into it. Your mind cannot create what it does not understand. The clearer the picture, the stronger the focus. And the stronger the focus, the faster the results. Don't just picture your dream home. Walk through it in your mind. Feel the door handle in your hand. Smell the air. Hear your footsteps on the floor. Don't just think about your dream business. See yourself running it. See the customers running it. See the customers. Hear the conversations. Feel the energy, the impact, the fulfillment. Don't just say you want success. Experience it internally with all your senses. Why is this so powerful? Because the subconscious mind doesn't know the difference between what's real and what's vividly imagined. When you visualize with emotion, with intensity, and with repetition, your brain begins to accept those images as truth. It builds neural pathways aligned with the life you are mentally living, and slowly your actions begin to reflect those visions. You walk, talk, and think differently, not by force, but by alignment. Intensity is the secret ingredient. Vague pictures create vague results. But when you visualize with passion, when you feel the emotions of already achieving what you desire, your entire being shifts. Your vibration changes. You stop waiting and you start becoming. The universe responds to energy, and nothing generates energy like a mind fully immersed in its vision. Make time every day to close your eyes and see your dream. Not once, not casually, but deliberately, repeatedly, with hunger, with belief, and with gratitude. Because when you visualize your future with appreciation, as if it's already yours, you begin to attract it faster. Gratitude makes the vision magnetic. Emotion makes it powerful. Repetition makes it permanent. Success does not happen by accident. It is created twice, first in the mind, then in the world. If you can see it clearly, you can achieve it boldly. So see yourself winning, see yourself thriving, see yourself rising again and again. Visualize your highest self and then show up daily as that person. The future belongs to those who believe in it before it arrives.
Visualize with intensity.
And your reality will eventually match the power of your imagination. Review your definite chief aim daily because clarity of purpose is the foundation of all success. Napoleon Hill emphasized that every great achievement begins with a clear and specific goal. A single burning desire that dominates your mind, influences your actions, and guides every decision you make. This is not just a wish, it is a committed purpose. It is your definite chief aim. And it must be reinforced every single day if you expect to bring it to life. A person without a definite aim is like a ship without a compass, adrift, vulnerable to the winds of distraction and the currents of circumstance. But when you have a definite aim and review it daily, you give your life direction. You begin each day with purpose, not confusion. You no longer wake up hoping things will get better. You wake up knowing what you are working toward. That kind of mental focus is rare and powerful. When you write down and read your definite chief aim daily, you activate your subconscious mind. You remind yourself of what matters most. You begin to filter the world through the lens of your goal. Opportunities you once ignored suddenly stand out. Ideas flow more easily. And the energy you need to persist through obstacles grows stronger. But it's not enough to just read your aim silently or glance at it casually. You must review it with feeling. Speak it out loud. Declare it. Imagine it already fulfilled. Feel the emotion of success in your body. That emotional engagement is what turns repetition into belief. The more you feel it, the more your mind begins to accept it as reality. Once your subconscious accepts it, it begins to work in the background, guiding your actions, sharpening your focus, and attracting the people and resources you need. This is not magic. This is mindset. This is alignment. Reviewing your definite chief aim every day ensures that your energy, thoughts, and time are consistently invested in what truly matters. It keeps you from drifting into distraction. It makes you intentional, focused, purpose-driven. The world is full of noise. Every day you are bombarded with messages that try to pull you in different directions. Without a clear aim, you'll find yourself chasing everything and achieving nothing. But with a definite aim, you become unstoppable. Every yes and every no becomes easier. Decisions become simpler because everything is measured against your chief purpose. So make it a daily ritual, morning and night. Look at your definite chief aim. Speak it, feel it, visualize it. Let it burn into your heart and your mind until it becomes who you are. Until your actions, habits, and choices reflect it effortlessly. Success is not about doing 1,000 things. It's about doing the right things with relentless focus. And that focus comes from a clearly defined aim, reviewed daily with unwavering belief. Hold your purpose close. Let it guide you. Let it drive you. And one day the world will witness the reality you created because you never lost sight of your definite chief aim. Gratitude activates abundance because it shifts your focus from what is missing to what is already present, and that shift changes everything. Napoleon Hill understood that your state of mind determines the results you attract. When you live in a mindset of lack, always chasing, always complaining, you block the flow of creativity, opportunity, and joy. But when you practice gratitude, even before you receive what you desire, you align your energy with abundance. And that alignment makes you a magnet for more. Gratitude is not just about being thankful for the obvious blessings in your life. It's about recognizing the small wins, the lessons in hardship, and even the challenges that are shaping you into something greater. It's about choosing to see the good even when circumstances aren't perfect. Gratitude is a choice, and that choice is powerful. When you express gratitude for what you already have, you are telling your mind, I have enough. I am not lacking. I am already in possession of value. This mindset reduces fear, eliminates stress, and opens your heart. And from that open, peaceful state, you begin to notice new possibilities. You begin to make better decisions. You begin to attract better outcomes, not by force, but by frequency. Gratitude also rewires the brain. It literally changes the way you think and feel. When you regularly reflect on what you're thankful for, your mind becomes more optimistic, more focused, and more resilient. You stop reacting to problems with panic and start responding with perspective. Instead of seeing what's wrong, you begin to see what's working, and that opens the door to more progress. Napoleon Hill wrote that faith is essential to success. But what strengthens faith? Gratitude. When you give thanks in advance for the success, the wealth, the health, the relationships you are working toward, you are expressing belief that they are already on their way. That's not delusion. That's creation. It's how powerful minds operate. They believe, they speak, they give thanks, and then they act. Gratitude also protects you from envy, comparison, and bitterness. When you focus on your blessings, you stop obsessing over what others have. You stop feeling behind. You realize that your journey is yours alone and that every day offers a new opportunity to grow. Gratitude grounds you. It keeps you present. And the present moment is the only place where real progress happens. So make gratitude a daily habit. Start your morning by listing 3 things you're grateful for. End your night by reflecting on the good, no matter how small. Say thank you, not just with your mouth, but with your heart. Feel it, mean it, live it. Abundance is not just about having more. It's about recognizing what you already have and using that awareness as fuel to attract and create more. When you live with a grateful heart, you step into a flow where blessings multiply and success becomes inevitable. Gratitude is the gateway. Gratitude is the key. Gratitude is the beginning of abundance.